After then, I introduce her formally to Rize and you. I explain how I met her in this world, how she can't remember anything, and how she may be the victim and at the heart of this case. Upon hearing my theory, Yukiko nods and falls deep in thought.
See, that's strange though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her Shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
Okay, trying to pretend it's her Shadow again. Voice suddenly echoes through the room. I feel as if I heard it somewhere before. The voice I really didn't want to remember.
Where are you?
Like, how do these people now know that if you still have your persona, then there's no way that it's your Shadow?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
The voice owner slowly reveals herself. The figures was the one thing I don't want to see. I faced her once in the past, but now that I have to face her again, I'm scared.
Yukiko Senpai's Shadow? This can't be.
That's right. The one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face mocking me.
I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
I can't believe this. Why? I mean, I already defeated my own Shadow, obtained a persona. There's no way she could show herself again.
I noticed something. If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry. I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
My Shadow smiles widens, she stares at me. I can't face that gaze, my eyes wander across the ground. Before long, something comes into my field of view, my box lunch. My Shadow realized I was glaring at and intensifies the verbal assault.
I mean, take that box lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it. I could have had you too, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't. Yet I can't throw it away either. That box lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true. Come, Konohana Sakuya. Huh?
Oh yeah, okay, so she's making them think they can't summon persona. I can't summon my persona, nothing happens. As if I never had the power to begin with. No, why? How can this be?
This isn't happening.
I look so pitiful. Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again? Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really lets go of their weaknesses. Always with you.
Has my persona really turned back into a Shadow? Was all the practice I thought I made only in my mind? Have I really not changed at all? The word cast me at me earlier cuts fresh wounds into my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined. You were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own. Closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Good Two Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on others. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You won't. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
The me that given up on thinking for myself. The me that selfishly ignores the feeling of others. The me that can't do anything on my own. The me that pretends to have grown, but in reality haven't changed at all. My weakness caused this case, and drag everyone into it. My Shadow continues the verbal assault and stand trembling.
You were just tuning me out for a while. Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
I don't know why Kanji's story ends before like he fights his shadow, but everybody else on the investigation team, I mean, except for Yuna Kami, like Yusuke, Chie, Yukiko, and probably Nato too, they all fight their shadows, but Kanji's story ends before like he actually fights the shadow, for some reason. I catch myself covering my face with image in my hands. I don't want to see or hear anymore. I'm scared. Yuku and the others are getting a full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I can't even stand.
Stop!
I'm not changed at all since back then. Did I actually know that deep down? Was I just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let go. I want to let go of everything.
Yukiko-san!
Yukiko, don't let it fool you.
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us.
What am I doing? Why was I so frightened? Yukun, Rize-chan, and is present. I can hear their reassuring voices too. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am or how painful things are, I have great friends who aren't embarrassed by of me. They accept me for who I am and will fight alongside me. Reassuring. Oh crap! I skipped that line. I slowly open my eyes. Before me, I see Yukun from behind me. He has stepped in between me and my shadow, trying to protect me. Rize-chan is holding up my body.
You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you? We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time, and not this time either. You came to rescue me, just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right. I can feel I can face myself. I can do this.
Please, let me do this.
Yukun and I exchange glance. When he sees me nod with determination, his expression softens and he stands aside. He believes in me. His trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Yukun.
President and Rize-chan.
Of course.
I get back to my feet and stand firmly. I fix my gaze upon a smirking shadow in front of me. If it's my weakness that caused this case, that will bring an end to it myself.
Never let go of your weaknesses. You're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes, now I can take a step towards that goal.
Yukiko-san, can you really beat her?
Miss President's voice. Yes, I'm surprised too. I'm not. If not for everyone, I never have realized I possess such inner strengths. I take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
Say you're my weakness, then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
This time, I feel the strength flowing through me, and my persona, that appears. The shadow contorts a face in pure hatred from seeing me standing up against her.
Why aren't you despairing? I was so close to.
Are we fighting? Yeah, we are. Alright, this one, Yukiko's actually goes to 13. Fascinating. Oh, what the heck? Did all of the other ones had like oh crap. With my final strike, the shadow stops moving. I won. I defeated her again.
You did it, Yukiko.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness has it was what actually was caused this case. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me though, and this time I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcome my weakness. I'll be alright now. You might go astray again. I'll be able to stand against it.
Senpai, be careful. Something's not right with the shadow.
Well, I'll turn towards Shi, and simultaneously all the lights in the announcement room turns off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
A voice echoes in the darkness, an ominous voice that makes me feel like an insect that crawls over my skin, but still, the voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
The light come back, and the one standing before me was the fake Teddy? But why? Was just a moment ago I was positive that my shadow was there?
What are you talking about?
The fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air about him is, even his voice is completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
Huh? What are you talking about, Rizei-chan? That's impossible. I mean, just a moment ago I was...
Something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Yukiko is right. How could I have forgotten that? The power of persona can only be attained by accepting one's shadow. The reason I become a persona user because I already faced my shadow. But I was fighting the thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
We've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey, would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak? This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
Her power. What's that supposed to mean? Miss President cradles her head in denial of the Shadow's word. What? Cradles. Oh, cradles her head and denies Shadow's words.
No! I'm not like that! Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time to remember. Stop deluding yourself.
Alright, I'm skipping this. No point in keep watching it.
I'm a shadow. The true self. That's my face.
No. The fake Teddy turns into a form that looks exactly like Miss President. So it's Miss President Shadow. Shadow can transform is completely unheard of. I still can't believe it, despite all the evidence pointing to
I
it.
think that's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
I try to compare them. As Rizei-chan says, Miss President is trembling uncontrollably and trying to hide, but from what I can tell, the shadow is pretty much identical. Though the shadow body is covered with all kinds of metallic parts, and she looks like some kind of robot. The real Miss President acting like I was. She shuts her eyes tight and shaking her head. Like this white text, like on a light background, it's so hard to read.
I'm not deceiving myself. I don't know you.
How? You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? How to scramble other people's senses? These people there must be aware of things, as you say. Why do I have such powers? Because you, the real one, have them too.
The power to scramble people's senses. I get it. I get it now. That's why everyone wasn't making any sense when we fought.
If I had lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others. So we didn't really lose our minds. We just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we perceive it as being something completely different.
So that was the reason why everyone's attitude and the conversations didn't match up after fighting was over. We were both hearing things that neither of us said. But why does the shadow keep trying to keeps saying that the power is Miss President's. What could it possibly mean?
Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
That's a pretty good guess. But it's wrong. I'm sworn it's more like a weapon designed for infiltration.
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
No! No! I don't want to remember! You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die as you are.
Shadow branches giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Miss President. Miss President's still trembling. Doesn't seem like she can move. No, my body suddenly acts faster than I think. I reflectively slice between Miss President and the Shadow. Wait, am I fighting Labrys now? What? Moment I remember Miss President, I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow's axe. I hear a pin of metal striking metal. Oh, I guess it's here.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
Oh no, it's you and Narukami. Okay, never mind. Yukiko? Yeah, like, the story doesn't match up when you play as different persons. I guess that makes sense, but I keep expecting, like, either Akihiko or Agus to show up here. Yukiko stopped the axe with his sword and protecting me and Miss President. The power of Shadow's tech knocks him away. I'm scared, I can't back down now. Yukiko gives all his all to protect us. Now it's my turn. The Shadow glares at me in disgust as it sees me refusing to move from Miss President.
You had your turn already. Get out of my way. The only one I have business with is me over there.
Are we keep going? Is Yukiko gonna fight Labrys right now? What? Shadow brandishes giant axe once again the pure rage. This is Shadow strong. I can't run away. Moment I was about to summon my persona, the presence behind me move.
Eliminating Shadow.
What?
No way!
What? Huh? Absolutely no idea what happened. I hear the sound of machine wiring is not from the Shadow. It's coming from Miss President.
Confirmed to be a Shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. Initiating elimination process.
What in the world is Miss President? What? Huh? Could you? Is that too much to ask that you link your story up? What's happening? Like, none of these other characters' story, like the Labrys actually turning back to her robot form and try to fight her Shadow. This is the first time that happens. You know what? I don't care. Let's go.
What follows are my impressions of the organization called the Shadow Operatives, as well as their leader, Mitsuru Kirijo.
I need some water. I'll be right back.